Alright, hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Settlers League 3.25. In this episode, I have to go through a lot of updates. So people want to know how the starter went. Starter went well. Highly recommend the league starter. Already to 89, basically just off the starter, and now this is like actual build upgrades. Investing in the build. So I started with a 6 link. I got life regen on it, so you couldn't use the life mastery. Just be aware of that. And then I proceeded to start with +1 wands of all skill. I just had these +1 minion skill gems wand, and I crafted minion damage on this one. It had minion damage implicit, and this one was +1 minion skills with minion attack speed. I crafted dex because I needed some dex, and it was just a convoking one base, so it had some extra minion damage implicit. It also had the colors I needed. I upgraded to Maata's teaching for 10C. And like 5C. So Maata's teaching is a +2. A +2 is like 6 divs, 8 divs, some stupid thing. So this +2 sick, and then technically they have higher base crit. They have like 8.4% base crit instead of 5%. So technically we have better crit. Also in the Spectres, I'm running 2 Carnage Chieftain, 2 Host Chieftain, the monkeys. So we have the powers and the frenzy charges. So technically we get the extra crit from that too, and it synergizes with Maata's teaching. But before Maata's teaching, I did the +2 helm because the +2 helm was cheaper. It was like 2C for a +2, where this is like 10C, and the +1 Ami was decently cheap. It was like 10C, but this one had extra Skelly. You don't need it. It's just like, well, technically, now when I summon Skelly, I can summon 11, and it only takes 3 casts. It's the same amount of casts. I just get an extra Skelly, and it was funny because this is a Delve mod with a +1. The guy actually found this, and it was fractured. What? What? That's crazy. What is this? Like, did he fracture it, and did he miss the fracture? That's almost what it looks like. So then with this you have the +2 +2 +2 +1. It's +7, so our 19 goes to 26. We only have 19. I got an extra zombie from the quality. I got the quality from lab. I got like 15% from a single lab. I haven't even done my last lab yet. I need to do Uber lab, but I wanted to go over the upgrades I did before that. So then like I say, the +7, the 6 link, on the chest I prioritized like making sure it had like armor and potentially some stuff I would actually want. Like some of the useful stuff is strength, armor, regen, the mana, the physical damage reduction. All of this is useful stats. It's not useless. It's relevant. And then yeah, so then today ended up buying a Stygian Vise base for like 9C for an item level 86, and then I bought an Deafening Essence of Envy for like 4C, and I rolled it for the T1 Chaos Res, and I hit T1 Strength. It took 2 tries. The first one it was terrible. Don't even worry about it. Then I got extra mana, and then I crafted life and mana regen. The glove, I just went for Chaos Res, and Dex, and no life on this, but it has pretty good evasion rating. The helmet was okay armor and evasion. We actually have the build up to 5k, 5k, and that's without the flask. I'll show the flask after. Did a amethyst ring just for chaos res and res, so I could cap my chaos res. Now we can do blight. I should be able to do blight. I haven't tried it yet actually. This is my pre-stream stuff because I have laundry happening soon, so I need to get this vid out to catch people up with how the league starts going. But I ended up getting this ring for 2C. The priority on this ring was a bone ring with minion res, and then technically the attack speed, and the move speed was bonus. I think they should be affordable at this point. But yeah, in the Stygian Vise, the jewel I did blind and life. The hinder was extra and the cold was extra, but I was mainly going for blind and life. I didn't go for taunt because you can't taunt in blight, and I'm mainly building for blight. So yeah, like these are really good for blight. We're not even worrying about trigger, no aggressive thing yet, because worrying about the delve and all that shit on top of extra like it's huge. So our zombie's up to 39k life, and that's with only a level 19 zombie, so you can get an extra 2 levels. Be huge. Then I also want to show instilling orbs. Yeah, well, the flasks. So instilling orbs are expensive, and to do the recipe, because okay, so when you do a flask now, You used to do this recipe, and glassblowers baubles were cheap because you could do the vendor of changing your whetstones into glassblowers baubles. You can't do that anymore. Now they're 2C per. So this is basically like 15C to make it use on full. So be aware that these flasks aren't cheap. So you have to start with a decent flask. So for my decent flask, you could get better, but I went all duration, increased duration, and then I went for LE res, evasion rating, armor, and reduced effective curse on you. And so you can get these in any, like, it doesn't matter which one they're on, as long as you get it for as cheap as possible. So that's why they're on like weird flasks. Technically, this one is going to be one that is hard to replicate, where I probably recommend getting increased of something else on the granite, and armor is probably the hardest one, the most expensive, and like getting evasion rating on your jade is really hard, or your quartz, so it may be easier to get the evasion rating on one of these two. Anyways, back to, so the flasks, yeah, I rolled them myself with instilling, didn't even do the vendor recipe because it just literally takes 15 of them. There's 15 different enchants you can hit. So 15C, and then yeah, I went for these, and I did jade, quartz, granite, quicksilver, and then with them, 12k, 10k. It's not bad, and then it's auto, and it's auto going off on full. I don't have to press them anymore, and then my life flash is an instant bleed. And then for the Pantheons, I changed them for Blight, because in Blight you don't care about stun, so I didn't even do stun jewels. I ended up doing Arakali, and I want to get the rest of the Pantheons unlocked, obviously, with Divine Vessels. And then I did tukohama, so I want to also get that regen while stationary. But technically, like, Bleed won't do extra damage while we're stationary, so yeah, setting up for Blight already, huge. And then I technically forgot to put jewels in, but it's my new tree. It's similar to what I showed in my possible endgame POB League starter thing. And so pretty much took out all of this. I took out the fizz damage, ignore mastery. I still had it for some reason. I took out all this and that, and then I put it in a large cluster, and I did Feast and Fiend's Renewal, and the last mod was Call to Slaughter. So it goes up here, and you just don't take it, and it had attack speed. I was trying to craft this myself, and I got super unlucky using Pristine and the Reforged Life, so I ended up buying it for 39C, but normally I would use fossils once I get Pristine, but the fossils are expensive right now, because it's still so early and people aren't delving, so delve is good money. And then these, I rolled with aberrant fossils, and I might include it in the vid. I'm not sure yet because I have to do extra editing, and I don't know if I have time. But I did aberrant fossils. It wasn't that bad, and the aberrant fossils are like 1C per. These primitive chaotic resonators are also like 1C per if you buy them through the currency exchange and not through normal trade, because no one responds. And I can say that because I've already done it. Pogs and Dread March renewals, and now with the 3 renewals and the 2 Dread Marches, I'm certain that I can take my Ascendancy Bone Barrier, so I can go get my Uber Lab now, and then I'll get the Fizz damage reduction, the extra leech, and the 40% of life as extra maximum energy shield, and then I could get this instant leech as well. I'm not using it yet, but yeah, now I can actually get this without killing my stone golem to the degen, because we have the extra 20% minion physical damage reduction and the extra 3% regen. Should be huge. Oh, and I was able to take out the accuracy and the accuracy mastery because I have all the levels, the 7 levels plus 1 jewel of accuracy. It's enough. I guess I won't edit it in how I crafted the things. I already mentioned it. Yeah, so Pristine for the large, but I technically got unlucky and didn't craft it. I bought it for 39C, and these ones were really expensive, like 50C. There was only 3 available, so I crafted it myself with aberrant fossils, the Chaos fossil. And look, dude, these actually sell, and this isn't even... Holy moly, dude. And yeah, that's like the one I had, but this one had extra duration. And adding quality to your flask is super expensive too. So technically, if you're gonna roll the flask yourself with the alterations, then it's probably worth it to buy a flask with quality already on it because of how much it's gonna be to add quality after. Yeah, holy. Oh, this league's crazy though. This league's actually crazy. And then yeah, I still have 2 jewels. And I started recording and didn't put them in. Technically, I will mention I was using. Is that it? Yeah, I was using another one just before this, minion accuracy, minion damage, and life. I just didn't need the minion accuracy, and so I could get stuff like minion res, minion damage, minion life. Just I could even just get generic stuff that I may need, like attributes and reses and whatnot. Not a big deal. I could also use some small clusters in here if I wanted to. Probably just gonna put some jewels though. I might even put another Ghastly. Originally I was thinking about doing a void stun jewels, but for Blight I won't need it, so yeah. This is huge though. Huge updates. Race zombie slamming. Was there anything else? Am I determining? Am I great? Oh, I COD portaled, cast on death portal, and the only thing I took out was the desecrate, and then I'm still running the skelly phantasm stuff. Yeah. I have to also say my tree. Good thing I remembered. Okay, new tree, new season. There's only one tree. I haven't made a second one yet. And so basically I started out with coming through here. And I grabbed map sustain, so shaping the mountains, grabbed cryptic gateway, went to shaping the skies. Then I came up here originally, so I guess you could come up this side instead, now that I have the hindsight of I know where I went. So you could go up this side instead of this side to come to this middle, shaping the world, and grab all this extra map sustain. So you get all the map sustain. And once you have that, I decided to block league mechanics. So I blocked this early because I hated the ritual, having new monsters that was scary from Wildwood, like the Reavers, Spriggans, and the Cultists. So anyways, blocked Ritual, blocked Ultimatum, blocked Heist, blocked Legion, blocked all this, and then I took Blight, and I took it in this order. A chance for Blight, because all the Blight nodes don't do anything if you don't have Blight on your map, so I guarantee Blight on my map with this node. Then I went for making the Blight easier because I was struggling with the Blight early with our build without upgrades. So, because I got to T16 pretty quick, and then I failed one Blight, and I was like, okay, let's make these easier. So double the pump durability from 10 to 20, and they take a ton of extra damage. It's amazing. And then I went for this because I read it and went, oh my god, all my Blight maps. So Blight chests, 60% more chance to contain Blight maps, 10% more, 10%, 10%, so 100% more Blight maps from the chest, and completing a Blight encounter in your maps grants all players Blight Reach. Blight Reach grants a chance for maps found to drop as blighted maps instead. So it's a 60-second buff, and then the chance, I'm not sure, but it's converting normal maps into blight maps, which is crazy. And then I took epidemiology, so this extra lucky chest, and openable again, extra reward chest, and then we're caught up. And then I took this, and I went towards the altar. So I grabbed the chance of finding altars, the pack size, the progress faster, and more pack size and altar stuff, and then we'll get the upsides and downsides as well after. But yeah, that's my starter for now. My starter tree. Probably we'll have more trees later, especially we have free respecs with these at 50 and 100 bonus Atlas objectives completed. I'm already at 81. That's pretty sick. I also did some delving, but then delving was giving me some kick for performing too many fast actions. So then I ended up finally being able to delve again and get over here. I've sold some crazy items from delve, from the delve nodes, for good money. So delve has been really profitable, and I wanted to do it more, and it gives decent gold, and I need gold. And then yeah, Kirek missions were really great for completing my filling up my Atlas. And I only have a few more maps that I'm missing. A lot of the unique ones and stuff, but season's going well, and Main thing, League mechanic is super sick. I just wish that the gold was actually auto pickup, and I wish that we had deposit all to our stash, and I wish looting was better, and I wish there wasn't so many clicks in the game. But besides all that, yeah, build's going great. Season's going good. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope this helps you if you're following the build. And I hope you are having as much fun as I am. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode or stream. Bye!